I'm sorry, but I must tell you another story. Do you mind? This one didn't occur to me. This is a story of a colleague who's one of the very first acupuncturists in Britain. Really going, well, not, because actually the first acupuncturist in Britain was in the 17th or 18th century, but the first of the 20th, early one in the 20th century. A very sort of rough, confident kind of guy. Now, of course, he didn't know anything about acupuncture at all, really, but he did his best. And he was closing up his clinic one day when there was a knock on the door. He answered it, and it was the caretaker's wife, the caretaker of the building he was in. And she said, look, I don't know anything about this acupuncture thing, but I don't know if you can help. My husband is in terrible pain with piles, hemorrhoids. You know, is there anything you can do? And he said, yeah, sure, you go and get him. You bring him down, I'll sort him out, see. And she went off, and he immediately rushed to what at that time was the only book in English on acupuncture, by Dr. Felix Mann, Treatment of Disease by Acupuncture. Quickly looked it up and looked up piles, and it said, burn 5 cones of moxibustion on do 1. So, okay, right. He got his 5 cones of moxibustion ready, and then the woman appeared with her husband. Now, she was a kind of jolly, rather fat woman. Her husband was twice as big. So this great big fat guy came, and my friend, my colleague said, all right. So he said, you better get up on the couch. He lay down on the couch, and he pulled his underwear down, and this guy's buttocks were so huge that he just, you know, it just couldn't get anywhere near do 1. It was just completely inaccessible, you see. Okay, so I'll tell you what, you know, you squat on the couch with your arse in the air. That would be better. So the guy got on the couch, squatted with his arse in the air. Again, he pulled down his underwear. No, the promised land was still invisible. So he had a bright idea. He said to the patient's wife, "Look, I'll tell you what, you need to help me, because your husband's a bit big, you know. Just put one hand on each buttock and just spread them a bit." So she spread them, and that was fine. You know, finally he could access do 1. So he took one of his Moxa cones and put it carefully on do 1 and lit it with an incense stick, and suddenly everything was going all right. See, unfortunately, in this procedure, he'd forgotten to explain to the patient what he was doing. So at that point, the patient, curious as he would be, looked under his arm and saw a coil of smoke rising from his arse, you see, and shouted. He said, "My God, the bug has set my arse on fire." See? At which point, the caretaker's wife started laughing so much, she let go of the buttocks, which clamped shut on this burning gout of Moxa. And the patient screamed and ran upstairs, you see. And a friend said, well, you know, he didn't come back, so I put it down as cured.